So, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all my Playhouse Disney Book of Pooh Disney Store plush collection. I'll be sharing with you all on where I found these stuffed animals and where you can find them too. So, what are we waiting for? Let's talk about it. If you were like me, you probably remember growing up with the Playhouse Disney program blog and watching the Book of Pooh on Playhouse Disney. I know some of you weren't around while the show was on, or maybe you just don't remember it. So let's rewind and refresh your memory.
The Book of Pooh is an American kids show that was created by Mitchell Craigman, and it aired on Playhouse Disney from 2001 to 2004. It is the third television series to feature the characters from the Disney Winnie the Pooh franchise. The show was produced by Shadow Projects and Playhouse Disney. The series was entirely done in a puppet format. Through each episode, the preschool audience learns about the concepts of words, wordplay, and the nature of language.
So the Disney Store sold these plushes exclusively for the Book of Pooh series, and as you can see, they're uniquely designed to resemble the show's physical puppets. So while doing my research for where are these Book of Pooh puppets, while I was Google searching different images from the show to use in the video, I ended up stumbling across this one image that was posted on Google via Dan Alexander Dismentia blogspot post. Among those plushes featured on the article, they had a snapshot from an early 2000s Disney catalog magazine featuring these plush characters. As you can see here, it says the Book of Pooh Pals, having all their prices for how much each character is, and here they are advertised in that magazine. Huge shout out and thank you to the Dan Alexander Dismentia blogspot post for posting that article, because if I had never seen that article, one to my shock and surprise, I didn't know that they made the Book of Pooh plushes. I knew about the McDonald's toys and things like that, but I didn't know that they got their own line of plushes. And because of that post, that made me go research on eBay and other third-party seller sites to try to find these guys and add them into my Playhouse Disney collection. Alright, so first up here we have the main head honcho, the leader of the gang, Pooh Bear, or Pooh. So I ended up finding on Facebook Marketplace, and he came as a set along with Tigger. And because he's a Disney Store plush, the Disney Store always does an amazing job with their plushes. They're very detailed and made very, very well. They're not made cheap. And a lot of times, that's why a lot of their plushes can be quite pricey. But again, you are paying for not only just a plush, but even a collectible item. The plushes are meant for kids, but a lot of the times too, since we have Disney adults and adult collectors, I also try to make plushes with the best quality, so you can actually save them forever and ever and ever. As you see with this plush, they really tried to get the essence of the puppet version of Pooh from the Book of Pooh. And for me, they did an amazing job. I think is really cool about this plush is that he still even has his tag on that says the Book of Pooh. And on the back of the tag, as you see here, it says the Disney Store Inc. And he also still has his Disney Store tag. Most of the time, the tags are either faded or the tags have been cut off. And at the time, he sold for 20 bucks. What I also really like about a lot of the Book of Pooh plushes is that they're very posable. They have like armatures in their arms, so you can move their arms up and down. I feel like in the show, because they were puppets, they also had this kind of cool bounce walk to them. When you're moving these plushes, if you were to move his arms, you can move his arms up and down like this. Like I said, again, it's an armature, so it's pretty cool. You can move it up and down. And you can also do the same thing to his leg. We have Mr. T-I-double-G-R himself, Tigger. There he is in his puppet form. He is also made very, very well. Looks just like he does in the Book of Pooh show, so very, very detailed. Like I said, I found Tigger along with Pooh Bear. They came as a set, and I found them, I believe, either on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. They still have their tags with them, which is super rare but super cool that she kept the tags on from when they were sold. And it's very good to see that Tigger also still has his Disney Store tag as well, and he sold at the time for $20. Here is the back of Tigger with all his stripes, and he has his tail that he bounces on here. So just like Pooh has these like doll armatures in his arm, you can move his legs and move his arm. And Mr. Long Ears himself, Eeyore, here he is in his Book of Pooh plush puppet form. I think out of all the plushes, Eeyore would definitely have to be my favorite. I like them all, and I think Disney did an outstanding job. But it's something about Eeyore that just makes him my favorite. They're going after the puppet version of how he looks in the show. I mean, you can't get any more spot on than this. From the stitching on the front of his face to his eyes and his all-around body and the way that they made him, I think Disney just did a very standout job. And yeah, he looks exactly like his puppet version. He also came with his tag as well. I actually ended up getting Eeyore off of eBay. To my surprise, you can actually find a lot of Book of Pooh Eeyore plushes on eBay. He also still has his Disney Store tag, and he also sold for $20. Just kind of walks around like this throughout the show. They didn't make his arms posable like Pooh and Tigger, So he kind of just sits here like a regular plush and just kind of like, But again, it fits for Eeyore because he's always depressed and sad and kind of mopey. We have Piglet. Piglet was actually my last one to find, and he was really hard to find because he wasn't really listed everywhere like the other characters in the set were. It actually took me 2 years to find him, and when I finally found him, I believe at the end of the first year, someone had already sold him to another person, and so I just kept searching and searching and searching and searching and searching every day, looking on eBay, seeing what I could find, typing in different things. A lot of times these guys are not listed as the Book of Pooh plush characters. A lot of people see these guys and they go, oh, well, you know, they're just regular plush. Because, I mean, if I didn't watch the Book of Pooh or know about Playhouse Disney or anything, I would probably think the same thing and go, oh, it's just a regular Piglet plush. What's so unique about this? If you are in search of these plushes for yourself, definitely do not be afraid to go outside the box and search like Winnie the Pooh plushes. And a lot of the times, these guys will be included into a lot. And that's exactly how I found Piglet. Piglet was included with this other Winnie the Pooh plush, like it was like a Disney Store beanbag plush, and he was included with that, and I think the person just thought it was a regular Piglet plush. It also really resembles his puppet version of himself, and he has posable arms, and the way you know that this is the Book of Pooh Piglet, he of course has his Disney Store tag as well. He was sold for $20, but most importantly, on the back of the tag here, we see it says Book of Pooh Piglet. I highly recommend that if you want to try to find these plushes and add them into your collection, checking out places like eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, because these guys are sold all over by third-party sellers. Now, a lot of the prices on these plushes could range anywhere either individually or as a set, anywhere between $25 to almost $60 and $70. I'm not saying that's the firm price on all of them. As you check eBay and other sites like that, this can range from kind of being low to kind of really high. It just depends on which character you find and what you're looking for, and if you can find them close to almost being in a set. Leave me a comment below letting me know your favorite Winnie the Pooh character. I would love to hear about it. Mine has always been Tigger. I think even as a kid I had a little Tigger plush, so he's always been my favorite. But anyway, I would love to hear your comments, so don't forget to leave a comment below. I'll let you guys know that I have Pan merch, my original panda puppet character, Pan. Nuggies. I have a Justin Talks Puppets store in the link below that you can check out. So check out any Pan merch, or if you guys are a fan of my blue alien puppet character, Blue, I also have Blue t-shirt and other merch available there as well. So links in the description below. Hey, thanks so much for watching this fun, awesome puppet related video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned a lot, and if you did, please do me a favor and go check out the next video right here on the screen. Kermit and I think you will enjoy it, and we'll see you over there. Until next time, take care, and well, have an awesome day.